What's poppin', man? How y'all doing today? Man, I've been seeing a whole lot of people talk about the Ja Morant situation, y'all, man. And I feel like, I don't know. I just want to know what y'all feel. How y'all feel about Ja Morant and the whole incident? You know what I'm saying? We can break it down. We can talk about individual parts. We can talk about the consequences that he's potentially facing. Was he wrong? Like, whatever. Let's just talk about the whole situation. Because I got a very strong opinion about it, man. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it on all the platforms. So y'all do me a favor, man. When y'all just chime in, leave your comments. If y'all want to hop on the live, y'all can do that. Share this to your feed to see, let's just see what everybody got to talk about it, man. Because it's one or two things been happening. It's one or two things that's happening. It's either he's, they doing him wrong or he's in the wrong. One of the two. And, either way, something needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know how y'all feel about it, man. I'm going to give my opinion in a second. I think my dog going to join in on the live. My dog going to join in on the live, man. But what did he do wrong, y'all? Like, what did he do wrong? That's my question. Right now, I get it, like, based on where he is in his career, how successful he is, and especially since the incident that happened prior happened so close, like, I get that part. But look at that video, y'all, and tell me what he did wrong. Y'all tell me what he did wrong. Somebody tell me, like, what crime did he commit? I know all of y'all been in the car before. I know everybody been in the car, been having a little studio thing, did some bang bang or something like that. Like, I know all of y'all have perpetrated being on a stripper pole or something like that and not really a stripper. You know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all have done things for fun because you're having fun with your friends and that's not really you. You feel me? Like, I know everybody is guilty of that. So why is he the one being the poster child for all of the consequences that he's potentially facing because he was having fun? Like, all I saw was him kicking it with his partner. Literally all I saw was him kicking it with his partner. Probably whatever song that was playing got turned up, lit. He already had a pistol on him and he just pulled that thing out. I mean, shit, that's a multi-million-dollar dude. He gotta have a pistol on him. Look at the world we live in. He needs to have a pistol on him because I'm guaranteeing you it's people that's gonna try to jack you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the lying about being real nigga, but for real, this is a real topic. Yeah, I get that though. Like, you ain't gotta have no pistols to be no real nigga. Like, you ain't gotta show that and flash that, man. I'm with that. Like, anybody that arguing with that, I'm with it. Like, pulling your pistol out on camera, man. Like, I'm not a supporter of that either. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that, right? That don't mean I think it's just the most horrible thing in the world to do. You feel me? Like, this guy, they talking about maybe suspending him for multiple games, a whole season. Like, nobody knows what the suspension will be yet, but for it to even be a conversation of that magnitude baffles me. Seriously, baffles me, y'all. Like, what did he do wrong, man? I don't know if he's supposed to be joining in on the live. Said he wanted to hop in. But what did he do wrong? What did he do wrong, y'all? What up, Cuzzo? What did he do wrong to deserve all of the potential consequences that he's about to face? What did he do wrong legally? He didn't shoot nobody. He didn't threaten to shoot anyone. He didn't even shoot the pistol. You know what I'm saying? You barely saw the pistol on camera. Barely. You got to goddamn freeze frame that motherfucker for you to see that he had a pistol. I had to go double back like, oh shit, that was a pistol. Damn, job. For you to barely have seen the pistol now, cuz it's about to really receive a lot of negative, low vibration shit behind that. I mean, he shouldn't have done it. I get, man. I promise you, if I was in his shoes, I would not have. My partner would have not even thought about putting me on live if I got a pistol in my hand. That's me, and I stand with everybody that say he shouldn't have did that. But that don't mean that he did nothing completely wrong. He was kicking it, man. He was having a good time with his partner, doing no wrong. Y'all don't even know. They probably could have been on their way to some community service event, getting lit in the car, and he flashed the pistol. He could have been on his way to do some real good shit. Nobody knows. But they're going to make him out to be this horrible, horrible person. I get it, he young. He definitely have things to learn. Mentally, I think I know where he's coming from, bro. Like, he's trying to appear something that he's not. I agree with that. He's seeking attention in the wrong places. I agree with that, too. But still, what did he do wrong? Like, those are things or personal things that he should correct about himself. None of us are perfect. All of us have flaws and mental things that we have to get better and become more mature and things like that. It don't matter how old you are. It's still things to learn from in your life. You did what I'm saying? But, yeah. Man, Cuzzo said, got to know how to move with his status. That's facts. You got to know. And that's the one part I disagree with him about. You got to know how you got to move with that status. But that's the problem that I have. Like, because he's in the NBA and they're paying him all this money, now he can't do what's truly making him have fun. Now he got to do shit a certain way. That's the problem that I have. Having a firearm for the public eye is what he did wrong. Having it ain't wrong at all. I think somebody, and I don't know this for a fact, but I heard somebody saying it's a open firearm state where he was at. People walk around with their pistols showing all the time. You can't tell me that's wrong. You can't tell me that, like, having a firearm illegally is wrong. That's facts. But having a firearm, that's not wrong. Having a firearm for the public eye. Yeah, people have their pistols out. They passing so many laws for people to have their pistols out, man. Open carry. All these different laws. Nah, man. Y'all can really miss me with that one. Y'all can miss me with that one. I mean, I get it. You ain't saying nothing wrong, but I ain't buying that one, dog. This that shit Kanye be talking about right here. Like, this is how they control us. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part of what they got going on, this is how they control us. You know what I mean? See, we don't know the consequence he agreed on. They just gave him that slap on the wrist. Hey, that's facts. I ain't even think about that, Cuzzo. I ain't even think about that. That's facts. That is facts. He probably agreed to not woo-da-woo-da-woo. Damn, that's a good point. That's a good point. I ain't never really thought about that. That's real good. That's solid right there. For anybody that catch this live later and then see that comment, Cuzzo said, see, we don't know the consequences he agreed on when they just gave him that slap on the wrist the first time. That is facts, y'all. We don't know. We really don't know. And another thing my partner had brought up yesterday when we were talking about it, well, we don't even know, like, they saying that he must don't care about the NBA. How do we know that he really care about this shit like that? In his eyes, he might want to be a street dude. You know what I'm saying? He might want to be a thug. Like, how do we know that he choosing NBA over being a street dude so heavily? You know what I mean? Like, we assume that he's going to be miserable for losing his contract or being suspended. We assuming that, you know, but he might not give a shit about that, y'all. He might not care. How y'all feeling though? That was a good point though, cause we don't know the consequences he agreed on when they gave him that slap on the wrist the first time, and then it just happened so recently. Like, cuz ain't even have a year in between the incidents, bro. That lets me know it's something deeper though. Nah, I mean, you would think he'll be on P's and fucking Q's so close. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. That baffles me, right? That baffles me. His train of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? His mentality. You know, with everything at stake, like for him to still make those decisions, that baffles me. I'm not disagreeing with that. I definitely think something's wrong there. But again, that's a personal problem that he should discipline himself with. That ain't for the world to make him out to be a certain person because he made those decisions. All right, what if somebody was judging you in your life about all the flaws that you have, all the things, all the decisions that you made that wasn't the right decision in that moment? You know what I'm saying? Because he showed the gun knowingly. I mean, yeah, he knew that was on live, yeah. I get it, man. I get what he did. I'm not saying what he did wasn't wrong for the status that he have. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the consequences that he could be facing is wrong because it's not a illegal thing that he did. But you made a good point when you said we don't know what consequences they agreed on. So they might have told him like, yo, if you do this again, we're gonna let you slide this time. But if you do this again, then we suspending you for half the season, bro. All right, I got y'all. I ain't gonna do it no more. We don't know that. That very likely could have happened. That very likely could have happened. That very like dogs are supposed to come on live, man. He ain't came yet, and I'm about to wrap this up, man. There you go. There you go.
Yo,
What it do, doggy?
what's good? What's good? In the truck. You hear me good?
I can hear you perfect.
Oh, okay, good. Headphones better work.
Talk to me, man. How you feeling about Ja, bro?
Uh, where we at? He making some undisciplined mistakes, man. That shows his character right now, 100%. And it shows that for me, like I'll be telling you, the music taking a toll. Like how we used to respond to music before, it's totally different how they responding to music today. They responded to the words, but the words are a lot more aggressive, a lot more detailed aggressive. So they responded with detailed actions. You know what I'm saying? Just like like I told you before, just like with R&B, and they're part of the reason why we have sex at a young age. You know what I'm saying? It turned us on to that type of stuff. So we were trying those things a lot more. Like when Lil Wayne and Pimp C was talking about lean, you seen that epidemic because it was a part of the music. The music is a big influence, and I feel like Jai's getting influenced by the music, and it's taking over his. It's taking over, and with this generation, they don't even take money into consideration because of how social media put it on them. Like they just looking for some instant gratification and some placement. You know, that's how I
They
look
definitely
at it.
They definitely looking for attention. And you're right
Yeah,
though, bro. You're 100% right. The music has a super big influence on the things that we do, the actions that we have, the thoughts that we carry.
yeah,
Um, and that's and that's a society problem. I think that's a world problem that we all have to work towards repairing. And I get that, man. I get that he was definitely doing something that was out of his character, or I ain't even gonna say out of his character, out of his perceived character. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
How we think he should be, how
exactly.
we how we want him to be. I think he moved away from that, and I think it was probably a big influence from music.
Yeah,
But I still don't think he deserved what he's getting behind it.
I I don't agree with that.
I know you don't. I know you don't like.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Let me give you a good example. In Texas, you're allowed to open carry, right? But if I go into a plant with my truck and they got that, you can't, like no weapons allowed, and I get caught with that gun, you think they're gonna be like, you know what? It's a license to carry place though, so we're not gonna be so nice. We're gonna just tell you don't bring that back in. Hell nah, I got to go. So he damn near getting a better punishment than he ever should get. You know what I'm saying? If they got the laws, if because that's a privately owned company. That's not owned by anything like that. You just can't go in there doing those type of things, and we know that. We know that to be true. He knows that, but it's an image that he wants to put out. Just like when he came into the league, his image was totally different in the beginning. It was I came from the bottom, nobody knew of me. Now I show my grind and I got my family behind me and we're a real tight family. Now it's more so like shit. I'm out here. I'm outside. What's up? I'm that nigga and you ain't gonna fuck with me. Type shit. And I think he's playing the role of a role player. If I'm gonna tell you this, if Draymond Green was doing what he was doing, he would not get as much flack for it, right? But you're not a role player. You're doing role player moves.
So
what's your boy for the Celtics? Marcus Smart. If Marcus Smart was doing that, he probably wouldn't get. It, I'm not talking about he still wouldn't be wrong, but would he get as much flack for it and people coming down on him? No, because he's not a face. He's
that's fucked up in my opinion. That's fucked up because he. So you telling me if it was somebody else, then it would be not as bad. That's fucked up. That's super fucked up. That's super fucked up. So
I, I
because I'm Ja.
circumstance. You don't think circumstance matters though? That's like if your girlfriend cheat on. I mean, a girl you just met, fuck around, or your girlfriend cheat on you, or your wife cheat on you. Those three circumstances are totally different.
So you saying if I have a girlfriend, a wife,
No,
and the
no, no,
girl
no.
I
I'm saying like if you got cheated on, like you just met this girl and you heard that she was fucking somebody else. All right, that's one circumstance. If you had a girlfriend, that same girlfriend, but she was cheated on you, it'll be another circumstance. But if your wife cheated on you, that's a totally different. Like circumstances matters.
I think I get what you're saying. That's facts, but I don't think that applies to the situation. You're saying there are two different caliber of people,
Yeah.
so he should now. If you're saying he should be a little bit more smarter and wiser because he has a bigger status, I agree. But I'm not talking about the responsibility. I'm talking about the consequences.
No, no, no. Yeah, true. But hold on, I don't want you to go too far from that because Ja Morant is married to the NBA. He's a face of the NBA. So they just can't throw him away if they really wanted to. But if a Draymond Green did it or somebody, a role player did it, you're a girlfriend now. I can leave you, I can get rid of you. They can't easily get rid of Ja Morant because they're so far invested into him.
I got
They
you.
got so many millions of dollars invested into him. But when it comes to, wait, what was you finna say about punishment? Because
Consequences, yeah.
yeah, consequence. I think I I don't know, dog. I don't know how to pinpoint his consequence of what it should be, but I mean, if I'm the NBA, it's gonna make me look very bad if I let that happen to me twice and I don't do nothing about it.
Cause they worried about what you worried about how it's gonna make me look. You worried about what they're gonna fuck all of that shit.
But
Let's
not
look
when
at
you're a
it.
company though. When you're a company, because if you're talking about self, yes, I don't care what y'all think about me. But when we're talking about company that gives something to all personalities, I think you have to take that in accountability, or else you're not you're. And I know exactly where you come from because we talk about it all the time. Like if it's me, I'm gonna be like fuck y'all. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But if it's that company, it's like, but I'm talking to multiple people that's like you and people that's not like you. So now I gotta try to like even the playing field. And if I'm giving that image off to kids that's coming to these NBA camps and stuff like that, and letting them uh like they're relating the kids, probably not us, but the kids. Think about when you're a kid, you're gonna start relating the gritty to Ja Morant. You're gonna start relating being a thug to Ja Morant. You're gonna start relating stuff to Ja Morant because that's who you look up to, and you're looking at all the little things that he's doing. So when I'm a company that pertains to kids most of the time, and that's where we get most of our money. If we give towards the kids, then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be like, hold up, we got to do something about this. We got to make him understand that you're married to the NBA. We're not married to, we're married to each other. So we both have to do things that would make our image look good together. And if you're not gonna go about that, then either you're gonna be punished or they're gonna probably figure out a way to get them out.
I like how you said that. I like how you said that. I agree
Yeah.
with that though. I agree. I like so for everybody out there, y'all. I definitely want to get this understood that I'm all about the youth and I'm all about setting a positive example for our youth coming
Yeah.
up. And I definitely agree that he shouldn't be having pistols displaying them when he has such big impact on our youth. Definitely. But I want to like take all of the layers off and let's just talk about the situation, the incident at hand.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right. I know what you mean.
at hand, he was kicking it with his partner in a car, secluded,
Hmm.
having fun, had a pistol because he needs a pistol because of who he is. Anybody could try to jack him. He definitely needs that protection. But he wasn't using it on anybody. He wasn't pointing it at anybody. He wasn't threatening anybody. He didn't shoot it. You barely fucking saw the pistol on the video, son.
What? But let's be, if we're gonna do it, let's be all the way transparent. Let's be all the way real about it. If we're watching a Chicago drill video, right, and we see all those guns and they're holding those guns up, what are you thinking? What are you thinking when you looking at that video? Like them dudes really about that? They they own something. They with that, right? It's almost the image. It's almost the image thing that he's trying to betray. That drill, that when they just start holding guns up in the screen, like, yeah, we got them tools too. We know what we know. what that means. We can't be oblivious to what that really means. We know, we grew up in it. We've been around it. We know what holding those pistols up beside your head and all that type of stuff, showing what you got. We know what that means. Just like, let me use this. Just like if I see them posting these the hunter pictures with hunters with their guns. Yeah, they holding their gun because they're showing that I'll use this on these animals as I'm going hunting. This is what I'm using, right? What is Ja hunting? Normally, those videos mean he hunting people.
So it's okay to go hunt and kill animals, like so.
I don't think that. No,
So,
I did not say that. Did
so
not say that.
that's why I said that's why I said we're
Because
getting
he's hunting. He's hunting
every
humans
every
though.
every time we get to this conversation, it's gonna veer off way off into some other shit. But let's go back to the situation at hand.
Yes.
He was in the car, didn't shoot anybody, didn't shoot period, didn't threaten to shoot anybody,
I agree.
having a good time with his partner.
I don't know. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Now, if we gonna bring all the layers into it, yeah. But let's talk about what he did. Did he do anything illegal? Did he do anything wrong in that moment? It's only wrong because it was on camera. That's the only reason it was wrong.
That's true.
That's the only reason it was wrong, because it was on camera.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I feel that. But what
No,
I'm saying is, if I go if I go murk somebody, right?
Right.
Whether it was caught on camera or not, that shit was wrong.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
So the only point that I'm trying to make is, a lot of us, when we're in a safe space, when we're in a safe space with our people that we trust and we love, we get to loosen up, and we don't have to go by all these tight guidelines. And I feel like that's all he was doing in that moment.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I honestly feel I've been around it. We've all been around it too much. When that guns getting flashed and then it's them saying, "What's up with the ops?" type stuff. What's up with the beef? Yeah, we got.
You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that's law, my boy. You can't tell me that's law.
No, it's not. It's not law, but it's reality with those people that he hanging around. It's reality. If we're gonna talk about, let's not base it off of the judges and the U.S. Congress type shit. Let's base it off real stuff that's happening in our neighborhoods. Those people that he hanging around, really from Memphis, just like when I went to the plants and dropped off here in Memphis, because I'm in Memphis right now. And I was talking to the guys. They were saying, I was like, man, what's up with Ja? He was like, man, he hanging out with the Memphis dudes. And they really about that. But he gotta, how does Ja fit in with that?
We can't choose his friends.
Yeah, but how does Ja fit in? How does Ja be friends with these some of these guys, right? Like he's in it. He has to be in it. Like no, he's not being the difference maker in those friendships. He's being a part of their life, and they're not being a part of his life. You see what I'm saying? They directing his journey, and when you're doing stuff like that, we know what the outcome is. We know what the outcome is. So when Ja get in some real gun activity, then everybody's gonna be like, well, that man made his own decisions. The gun didn't matter that he was holding the gun. What? No, we know what come with that. We know what Ja was displaying to
No,
us.
we
We know what
don't.
Ja.
No, we don't know that. No, we don't know that. You think that, and you
But
can have a very strong opinion, and
but
and you could be right, but you do not know what he's displaying in that moment. You don't know that.
yes, but we know from he done it twice. And the first time he done it to show the guys that I'm always strapped type stuff.
Exactly.
From the little beef that he had with the whoever that was.
You know what I'm
Right?
saying,
So
with the guy, with the 17-year-old.
So if you're doing it again, okay. So so we know that he said sorry and everything. Do you feel like it was sincere? Did you feel like him saying, "I'm trying to change"? That wasn't me. Do you feel like he was serious about that?
I really don't know.
Just you
Okay.
personally, do you feel that way?
Probably not for him to have had this happen so recently.
And that's what I mean. He never in our minds, because like you said, we really don't know. But if we're looking at Ja, we're saying to ourselves, just like everybody else saying, the NBA saying, "Hey, you still that? You
But
still
see,
trying to be?" And now I think it's worse because you don't even acknowledge consequence.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I get it. You made a very valid point, but that's what I'm saying. What he did the first time was a little 17-year-old. He threatened him, I think, right?
Yeah.
He didn't fucking do that. He didn't do that. That's the whole point that I'm making.
No,
he did not threaten anyone. But because he did that, now I'm having fun kicking it and whoop, flash a pistol. Now I must be a street dude. I must be threatening somebody again. All of that. And I get it. I'm saying that's what's wrong. Like, that's what I disagree with. Because that happened a month ago, 2 months ago, right? Because that happened, now when I do it this time, and that's the character flaw that I feel like he's in the wrong at personally, right? That's where you got to kind of have a little bit better discernment skills. You did. But at baseline, if we take out the reality of what like if that would have been a video of him, I'll blow your brain. Like, if he would have been doing all that,
I get that.
He did the exact same thing that he did 2 months ago. But this is something different. This was him having fun in the car with his partner. That's all he was doing. I don't think he was threatening nobody on that video.
No, he wasn't threatening nobody. He was just rapping the
hold on.
He was rapping NBA YoungBoy and responding to the music of NBA YoungBoy saying, "I got that," and all that kind of stuff. Like, come on, man. He didn't have to say it. We know. Like I tell my daughter, I know. I've been there, done that, been around it. What you're trying to do right now, I know. You may really try to make me think of something different. But at the end of the day, maybe I know. I know what's going on.
All right. So you've been beefed out. I'm gonna make it because everybody can relate to relationships.
Right.
You done been into it with your significant other.
Right.
Right. And you know how they got them songs about, how they got them songs like with women. I know they got
about cheating and
cheating and all that shit.
Yeah.
And when that part of the song came on, you felt that shit. Ooh, you felt that shit in your soul. You said the lyrics out loud. You went crazy with it. You said it. But can I say, I know the lyrics of that song. You cheated on me. You had to cheat on me how you said that shit. Or you will cheat on me. No. I cannot say you did it. I cannot punish you for it. I can't. I cannot.
Say that again. Wait,
okay.
Say that one more time.
I wish I could think of a song.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Y'all help me out in the comments if y'all know a song. Like, look, you and your significant other, y'all into it. They didn't piss you off. Y'all separated or whatever. You ain't staying at the crib. Right. And this song come on. You know how them songs come on when you talking about the ex and all that shit. And they might say a little line or something like, I can have any of these niggas. Or I can have any of these bitches. Don't try me. Right? And that part of the song came on and you really said it and whoo, you just felt it, right?
Right.
I heard you say it. I saw how into it you was saying it. Bitch, you must cheat on me. You felt that in your soul when you said that.
I feel you.
That don't mean she did. She could have, but that don't mean she did it, bro. So I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear nothing about like what he was trying to say.
Let me give you another one though. What about when Webby said, talking about don't step on my shoes, like, or I'm gonna beat your ass type shit, right? Didn't nobody step on your shoe, but you was bucking it at, and if somebody would have stepped on your shoe at that time, what you might have did?
Might have did.
Yeah.
Could have did.
But
wanted to do, but did I fucking do it?
Yeah, but that's the power of the influence. Like
we not talking about the influence. That's why I said I don't want to go too deep off. I want to talk about the incident.
So was Ja wrong for flashing a gun in a sense that was it right for him to flash a gun? Perfectly legal. You're right. Perfectly legal. Now, that part is done. He's not going to jail. But now we're talking about Ja's job. Is Ja perfectly legal doing that in his job?
Nah, that's a hard that.
Okay, bam. Okay, wait. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Now, is Ja legal doing that in the hood? What is the hood thinking when they see that? Oh, Ja carrying that thing. Ja with that. Like, let's be all the way real. All those scenarios, every one of them play their own part, and it's just no doubt about it that's what Ja wants to implement. And you can tell by his game speaks for it. His game speaks for it. The way he taunts the other team, the way he moves outside of it, the way that we're hearing about them pointing guns at the other team, pointing lasers at the other team in the car. Like, what the fuck? We know what Ja trying to be. If we give it a definition, you know what to give it to him in the hood. You gonna say Ja trying to be a gangster? Ja trying to be a thug?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Is he wrong for doing it at that moment? He's not going to jail for it. No. Just like my homeboy and them got pulled over when we left the club the other day. In Illinois, when we left the little hookah bar. In Illinois, it's legal to smoke weed. Right? They pulled him over. They was like, we smell weed in the car. Right? And he was like, yeah, I got a little blunt on me. Can they say from him having that little blunt, you sell dope? Nah. But they know your ass smoke weed. You're a weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we look at. Nah, you may not kill nobody or nothing, but you trying to be a gangster. You want to be a gangster. You throwing up gang signs in the game. We paying attention. The NBA got real investigators. They paying attention. They know everything that he doing. For real. They just hoping that he don't go over the edge. They got real people that follow these people every day of their life. Because they billion-dollar assets. You know what I'm saying? Would you in living free financial, right? Would you let somebody be flashing, one of your employees flashing the gun? How would you feel about that? You're going to be like, hey, big dog, look, I know what you got going on. I know what you like to do on your side. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't let everybody see what you got going on. That ain't fit for the business, and it's not fit for your image. Because if I fire you, then it's going to be probably hard for you to find the next job. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. I cannot disagree with that at all. Yeah. And I think I said that at the beginning. Like,
you did.
I don't agree with him doing it at all.
Yep.
Me personally, I would not have done it. But I just like bringing up the conversation. I don't think what he did was super wrong at baseline. But when you're adding into all the factors and what his status and his influence and the prior incident, yeah, man, you can't be doing that, y'all. Can't be doing it, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna say you can't do it. I'm gonna say if you want to be in the NBA on the Memphis Grizzlies and be the superstar, if that's what you want, then you can't do those things if that's what you want because it don't align, And it sucks. And it sucks that, for all of the different reasons why society has made that a negative thing, it sucks, but that's the reality that we live in. So we gotta kind of like find a balance in between who we want to be and who we think we are and who
Yeah.
we like how we want to express ourselves. We gotta find that balance with the world. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? With the organization that we choose to be a part of, with the job that we have, with the friends that we have. Like, you gotta find the balance, right? And the only mistake that I feel like he made, because obviously, if I'm with my friends, when I'm talking to you, bro, I feel very, very, very safe to be myself
Yeah.
with no filters,
Right.
right? The only mistake that I think that was made was them having that on camera. That's
Exactly.
it.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Him having a gun, him, bucking to it in the car with like that. Cause one last thing I would say, like, what about when your daughter see that? When his daughter see that, ask you, Dad, why are you flashing a gun? What that's what I'll be asking John. What is gonna really be your response? Well, baby, is to protect me. And those kids so smart. My boy's so smart. They're gonna ask the question. Well, like, why are you like holding it up like that? Are you gonna shoot somebody? What's your response to that? Like, you gotta really think that all the way out. Like, that type of stuff is so unhealthy, dog. It's so,
Yeah.
you know.
I, I
Mm,
agree with that, bro. I definitely agree with literally everything you said. I already knew that I'm being the devil's advocate with this. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I already knew that I'm going against the grain by having the opinion that I have. But in true fashion, I definitely agree that, come on, bro. Like, just for me, this is my opinion, and my opinion only matters for me, right? Bro, I'm all about, changing the landscape for our culture. First of all, I don't want
yeah, yeah.
holding pistols and appearing to be a thug to be what our younger generation aspires to be. I don't
Exactly.
want that. Yeah, I don't want that to be what people of your caliber, you know what I'm saying? People of
Yep.
your caliber have so much access to change
Yeah.
generations. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I don't want you to be doing that, bro. So just make better decisions when the camera is on,
That's
when
a
you're
real
in the public
conversation.
eye.
That's
You know what
real.
I'm saying? Especially if you're not a thug for real, bro. I get it. The song gonna make you feel like it. I'm
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? I carry I can see myself. Well, I've done it.
Yeah.
Been in the car, my partner's
We all done
song
done
come
it.
on.
Yeah.
I pulled a pistol out, but I wasn't on camera though, y'all. I'm not gonna be on camera. I don't want kids to see that. I don't want people to think that I'm this person that I'm not. But if you are that, it's nothing wrong with it, bro. Keep doing
Right.
what you're doing if that's what you are, and be
Right.
who you are. But if that's not who you are, let it go, bro. Let it go for the public. Ain't nobody gotta see this shit, bro. You having fun with your partner? Have fun with your partner, bro. The world ain't gotta see you and your partner having fun.
But let me say this one last thing too. Cause I almost it almost kind of made me think and it made me change my mind. I do think he did something. Like, he might have not did nothing wrong to go to jail, but he absolutely, cause where we come from, if you gonna pull it out, you better be willing to use it. You know what I'm saying? That's been taught to me since I was young. If you gonna pull that gun out, you better use it, cause that other person might have a gun too, right? And I think with Ja doing that and other people following him, they, they might not understand that same concept. But the other person might, like, oh, he pulled a gun, you
But
know.
that's
Y'all got, yeah, that's a deep, that's
but
you got a
that's what I'm
black hole.
saying right there. Like, for that point right there, that's what I'm saying. Like,
We gotta learn
he didn't pull
how
it
to change
out
the
on
narrative.
anybody.
We gotta,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So was he wrong
yeah,
for pulling it out?
I get it.
He didn't pull it out on anybody. You know what I mean? So I get it. That's a very valid point. But that goes to my initial point.
Yep.
He didn't pull it out on it. He didn't threaten it. He didn't have any perceived ill intentions on doing that.
To do it to nobody. I feel you. I feel you. I
That's
100% feel that.
That's it. That's it, man. Nah, that was real talk, bro. That was real. That was real spill.
That
What
was a
took
good
you so
con-
long to get on the goddamn live, though, man? I
No,
ain't want to go that long.
no, I didn't see it. I kept on searching for it, but I didn't. It wasn't showing up on my phone. Maybe
Yeah,
because of where I'm at. I'm out here on a goddamn near on an island in Memphis. I can't.
yeah.
I can barely play the game and keep cutting off on me. I'm trying to find something to do while I'm chilling. Finna get on the computer, create some more Tello stuff, and get this shit rocking.
Yeah, man. Anybody that's listening to this live stream or check it out later, man, y'all holler at my partner, this Cliff. The brand Tello is all about purpose. Y'all know I'm big on purpose. I was
Yeah,
talking about him on my live the other day, y'all. Tap into Tello, man. It don't even
definitely.
matter if you buy anything or not. Just tap into the message that he's trying to deliver with his brand, y'all. It's real big,
Oh yeah,
real powerful, real
that's real.
powerful.
That's real. Well, man, I'm finna grab my food, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, check me out, Tello27_Cliff on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out. And we will be having our website up soon in the next few weeks. So be looking out for that. And yeah, the brand finna get ready to come. It's on the way. We taking over the summer.
Absolutely, man. I know a lot
Yep.
of y'all been seeing me rock a lot of Tello lately, man. That's the owner right there. That's the guy right there. That's him.
It's it. Big truck driver.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. All right, my
All
dog, man. I got an appointment coming up in a few minutes
right, bro.
anyway. So, man, it was good rapping with you. Good talk as
Same.
always. I'm going to hit you up a little
Already.
later.
All right,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.